Yeah, son.
Okay. 5, 4, 3. Okay, let's get inside this game once more for the third and final map of this three-mapper, the Thriller, in Italy, Monza, for the World Tire Games Grand Final. Quake 4 1v1 Invitational. It's the Grand Final, the Grand Finals of the World Cyber Games, and we're inside this game for World Cyber Games Quake 4 action. It's Stermy versus fatal1ty. It's 1-1 in maps. This is the third map, and they've gone back to Galang again, Rome. And that's got to be bad news for fatal1ty even before we kicked off this map.
Oh, it's definitely unfortunate for fatal1ty because this is an extremely smart map for Stermy that he is about to play. fatal1ty's going to have to dig deep for this one, Red. And I look forward to a nice matchup. fatal1ty has great confidence coming off of that second map victory there as he beats Stermy a nice rail. But Stermy, with 2 rockets in a row on fatal1ty, gets the first tally of the map with less than 1 minute to go.
Yep, conversion frag comes in as well with the rockets and the LG combining to get him that second frag. And a minute in, and 2-0, all going swimmingly to plan so far for the Italian as he waits on the ledge for that mega house to spawn. There it is, he'll grab it now, make his way through the nail corridor and grab the yellow on the way as well. And if he can, he'll get a lockdown on that red armor. He does take a face full of uranium from the rail gun from fatal1ty, so has to back away a little bit, but he's well stacked here. He can well afford another one of those if he has to, and he'll stick around, see whether he can find fatal1ty again and go right into action. Just caught a glimpse of him making his way towards the grenade here and does land a bit of rail. No, did he land a second one? No, I didn't think he did land a second one, otherwise he'd be dead right now. And that red armor has spawned, and a mid-air rocket comes out from Stermy, but he was hugely hurt by the LG from fatal1ty, and that was great shaft work from the American. Really pulled himself back into the game there with that frag, and that'll make it 2-1 early on in this game. We've had a minute and 50 seconds, and Stermy leads by just 1.
Hey, it's a 1 frag game, and that's good news for fatal1ty because it's not a 10 frag game already, bro. fatal1ty camping out on the red armor spawn here as we set our sights on him for a little while. Stermy cross map with that rail. Not quite yet. Hey, camping on the mega. It was Stermy. fatal1ty tried to make a move for it. Yeah, he took Stermy off of that thing. And now he's going to get control of that mega. That's great news for him, as that is also the equalizing shot as fatal1ty off the spawn with a nice rail around the corner. Gets that one done, and that was a sweet conversion for the fatal1 on this map, Galang.
Yeah, great stuff from fatal1ty then. He's not showing any signs of giving up this one. Not that he ever has, of course, but you know what? When you have a devastating finish like you did in the first map on Galang, it must feel a bit odd to be second time round. Some stunning rocket work from fatal1ty. He knew Stermy was going to go for that yellow at some point, and when he did, he planted a rocket right on his backside, pushed him right into the wall, and then finished him off with the second one. Oh, there's a stunning grenade through the hole in the floor, though, by Stermy. Pushes fatal1ty onto the defense, and he's now going to have to run and hide and find that red armor, and he does so, just topping up his health as he makes his way back towards that mega house ledge, and that'll be his next port of call. Another rail in the back as well. fatal1ty drops down. Maybe he won't go back for that mega house. That's a little bit of a risky move if he wants to go back up that jump pad. That's like saying, peekaboo, hi, here, have a free frag. And actually, Stermy's the man standing his ground on the mega house ledge. fatal1ty nearly fell off, and instead he'll wait now for that mega to spawn, and that will be his prize for out-positioning his teammate as he lands another railgun shot, and that'll be a 3-frag lead for the American now. And actually, despite the fact that we were doom-mongering about his chances on this one, he started off pretty well here.
Yeah, he's got good control of these items here. And Stermy not getting the best of spawns right now as he's 112 and 60 off of this spawn. He's trying to figure out the timing on the red, and let's go ahead and switch over to him if we would. And he's going to rotate up to the rocket launcher, but long range from fatal1ty with a rail. 63 and 0 as another rocket comes to strip some more of Stermy. 64 and 0 for Stermy now as he rotates up to the mega health spawn and over to the yellow. At least he's going to have a little bit of protection here going against fatal1ty, who is expecting the mega here very soon, but he's going to stand cross-map from it. And I love what fatal1ty does by standing in positions, because he knows where the items are, and he knows exactly when guys are going to come around. There it is. Through the teleporter cave, Stermy, fatal1ty busts him, and complete control of this mega goes to fatal1ty. Just what a battle of wits for this guy right now.
Yeah, it's a great battle of minds. It really is. It's great to see them tactically playing. fatal1ty, you know, you can call it smart, you can call it lame, you can call it whatever you want, really. I actually think it's very clever when you can stand like that and know that, work out that the player that you're playing right now is going to come through that way eventually, and you don't have to chase the game, because right now fatality doesn't. We saw this the first time round when he had a 5-frag lead on the second map. He didn't have to chase the game. He can play it the way he wants to play it. That red armor has spawned now. They're going to have this little battle over it. Grenades flying down there. Those sort of bumblebee coloured shaped grenades down there. Busy keeping him at base. Stermy doesn't want to get in there right now. Finally does go in and clacks that red armor. But fatality again coming back with some more sharp work, and then brilliant sharp work back from Stermy. And that was just so pinpoint accurate. Might get the conversion kill as well. Fired off one rocket, couldn't land the rail. And then fatality comes back with his own LG. And that's another bit of stunning work from those sharp. I'll tell you what, they're trading blows here like a couple of good old fighters. Fatality then grabs another one off the conversion kill, and he'll have a 7-3 lead now with 9 minutes and 35 as they meet each other just outside the LG room. Oh, stunning shot with the railgun from Stermy. He'll collect the mega health as well. Fatality will have seen that as well and just despaired at the fact that he not only lost out to that frag, but he also lost out on the mega health. And what a crucial frag, what a brilliant frag at such a point-blank range.
Stermy is doing quite a nice job now, and it's because he managed to steal control of the Mega and also the red armor here. Fatality hurting right now. Stermy capitalizes with the lightning gun there. And now it's 7-5, a 2-frag game. Lightning gun coming out some more for Fatality. And, Fatality's hurting yet again as he stands at that red armor spawn. At least he has that one timed now. And that's good news for him. But Stermy, wow, what a sick rail from the backside. Fatality, you know what? We're going to have to watch Fatality for a minute there, Red, because he's definitely hot right now. 8-5 is the score, a 3-frag game here as we're at 8 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. Fatality predicting the rockets and the spawn. Great job by Fatality right there with that rail at the end. Now it's 10-5, a 5-frag game, and things are starting to get a little out of hand. I think Fatality's playing this one about as well as he possibly can.
Well, this is a far more aggressive Fatality than we saw the first time. Now, I think he realised that he just has to play far more aggressive to try and get more frag lead, and that's more LG work from him. He'll have a 6-frag lead at the end of that LG fight. And, what I saw then off the spawns was, it's like DM13 shootouts or something. He wasn't playing Stermy right then. He was just in a world of his own having fun. That brilliant spawn kill as well, and a couple of brilliant rails that he put in the backside of Stermy have given him a commanding lead, you have to say, because even though it's 7 frags and we're almost halfway through, 7 frags can win you a game. It can. With 2 minutes to go, that's a great lead to defend. Right now he has 7.5 or 7, nearly 8 minutes remaining, so he's still got a little way before he can go defensive. And actually, he hasn't turned defensive this time round. I think he's learning the lessons of his mistakes now. He's actually stayed aggressive, he's stayed in his face, and he's really getting under Stermy's skin, and that will annoy Stermy because he won't want that. He won't be used to that. Every time these guys play, they practice for hours and hours and hours and days together. They'll know exactly how each other plays. As soon as one of them mixes it up, hey, that throws a bit of a thorn in the old tactics, and that's exactly what Fatality's doing right now. But Stermy's not going to stand for any of that nonsense and rails him back, and that'll get him back into the game. Can he get the conversion kill? He did land a little bit of damage with the LG and did land a little bit of damage with the rockets, but Fatality comes back with a stunning flick rail shot from the high corridor from the red armor, and he is in real form right now. Never mind being hot, he is cooking.
Yeah, exactly. Those 2 rails in a row from Fatality were completely unexpected by me. And you hear me hooting and hollering back here because this guy is hot right now. 14-6 is the score, and an 8-frag lead going into the final 7 minutes. That's a great ratio to have, Red, and you can definitely keep playing the way you're playing for a little while before you go defensive.
Absolutely right. Let's take a quick look through the stats, and 43% rail for Stermy, but get this, 53% for Fatality. That's how good his rail's been in this game, and not only that, he's had more kills and more strikes with it as well. It's an absolutely phenomenal score from him. It's going to drop down a little bit there, but they're going to have another LG battle right now. Fatality's going to win this one, and you know what? If you called that earlier on, that was an LG win for Stermy every time, and now it's switched round. Fatality is absolutely on fire right now. 15-6, 9-frag lead, and he has every opportunity to win this match.
That's why I call him the fatal one. That and his name is that, but we'll just joke around about that later. 6 minutes remaining here in the 3rd round, and Fatality crouched in attack position, ready to take down Stermy in group play. This is one of the final games of group play here at the World Cyber Games 2006. Let's switch it up to watch Stermy for a little while, see if he can get something going here as Fatality gathers that red armor. He does have control, and Stermy's got his eyes on him with this railgun. And when is Fatality going to make his move? The answer is whenever he feels like, because time is on his side.
Oh, 2 rails in a row from Stermy now. He landed one right on the edge. just as Fatality peeked out, and then the second one as Fatality turned his back on him as if to say, I don't care, you can fire at me, you're not going to hit me. And oh yes, he did. He landed that rail perfectly, and Stermy now has his name back on the board in life. 5:23 remaining, lands another rail into the red armor corridor. That red was picked up by Fatality though, and another rail back from the American as well, and now Stermy on the run with 25 health. He has to back away. He's got LG Prime ready to attack, but the rockets are coming flying at him. He's taking a little bit of damage. 21 health only as he falls through the hole in the floor, and Fatality's killed himself with the Hyper Blaster. Incredible stuff, and that has gifted Stermy a real opportunity here, because not only has he killed himself and lost a frag, but he's also given away control of the map, and Stermy has that mega health now, and a 7 frag deficit in 4 minutes 50 is more than capable.
Yeah, anything's possible on this map, and of course this is Stermy's Mac pick, and we saw Stermy get down on Fatality in the first round of this matchup. However, Fatality was definitely not this hot with the rail in the first round, and we're seeing him come back with this blazing railgun here. 8 frag lead for Fatality heading into 4 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. Let's go ahead and switch it up to the Fat Man as he's up to some of his old tricks here. Camp in one part of the map, has his eyes out for Stermy. There's Stermy right there. Fatality was ready, but he couldn't put it together, but he put together the second shot. There it is. Another one around the corner from Fatality. Blistering shot there, narrowly misses, and Stermy's going to have to retreat because he's at 34 and 13 stats. Fatality better shape, 62 and 88 for him, but here comes the defensive play, Red, as Fatality just camping bottom side of that jump pad. Now Stermy grabbing the Mega, drops down on Fatality just as he comes up. Fatality hits him in the face with a rocket, and Stermy down to 49 and 0. Fatality in worse shape, 28 and 16 with that rail out, doing some damage there, Red, and pretty unbelievable job by Fatality.
Great defense, but on the other hand, you have to say Stermy surprised him as well with that little attack, and I think he kind of expected Fatality to be there, and as I mentioned earlier, these guys practice and play together so much, they must know each other's games inside out. It must be impossible to fool each other, you'd think. But that was actually a really good out-thought maneuver by Stermy, but it didn't quite work off for him because Fatality again just survived, and you see him running the clock down. It's like in soccer, you'd go to the corner flag with the ball with 5 minutes remaining, and that's exactly what Fatality is doing right now, but he might come unstuck under the LG pressure from Stermy. That's exactly what happens there. He spawned at LG again. It's a very popular spawn on Galang as well. Stermy this time, though, didn't predict that spawn, and he's busy off carrying around the map, trying to top himself up with armor. He's 52.73 right now, whereas Fatality, having just picked up the yellow, is 111 and 50, and again he'll just stand still. All the time he stands still, he's not giving any sounds away, he's not giving his position away. 7 frags, it's more than defendable. He lands a little bit of rail damage, and the mega health goes the way of the Italian once more. But Stermy, if he's going to win this game, has to go super aggressive, and Fatality has, well, just to disappear like Houdini, and he'll be fine.
You know, Fatality heard Stermy take that jump pad with his incredible Creative X-Fi sound card there. Also a sponsor of the event. Did you know that, Red?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's his own sound card. That's one thing that Fatality's got going on is his own products, and he's using them well. Stermy with the LG kill, though. 6 frag game here, and Fatality's job right now is just not to let things get out of hand. He's going to play defensive. He's going to camp, and he's going to wait for Stermy to come to him as he's doing right there at the yellow armor spawn. Yellow armor comes up just as Stermy comes around the corner with that LG, and great accuracy from Stermy as we turn our attention to him now.
Did you see that as well? He just waited the 3 or 4 seconds it takes to spawn in. Fatality using all of the time on all of his experience to try and make sure that he uses as much time as possible, and he'll sit here in the rail room with no weapon other than the machine gun spawned with and 110 health. He knows he can take at least 1 rail and still survive. He's now going to drop into the rail room and then drops right down through that hole in the floor, having picked that rail up. Point blank range rail comes in, but the LG will just strip him away immediately, and Stermy again, you see, waiting to spawn back in. The gap has come down to 4, it might come down to 3 here with the LG. Rockets now coming out from Stermy at point blank range, and 1 minute 27. This is more than doable for the Italian. He has 3 frags to find, and he'll use a rocket jump to go high in the rail room, and again he lashes out with the LG, and Fatality now on the run big time. It's never mind Forrest Gump, he's a run if he wants to win this map. 110 remaining then, and 15-12 is the score as Stermy picks up the red and the mega. He has control, but he has to find the frags as well.
Yeah, Fatality now around the map, stuck in the horseshoe hallway as Stermy's going to drop down, way down low, waiting for that red, and he's just controlling the items, and that's the smartest thing to do right now. You don't want to leave anything out for Fatality, just grab. Fatality now in the rail room as Stermy tried to make a push up there. Not going to be able to do so as Stermy throwing some rockets up there, but time is ticking away here. 3-frag game with 40 seconds. It's a tall order. Yes, it is. As Stermy pushes into the rail room, Fatality bails. Stermy's got the mega. He's got plenty of stats here, but what he doesn't have is an opponent to shoot here. Uh-oh, here he goes, pushing into the red armor room with a nice rail around the corner there. 2-frag game here, and it depends on the spawn that Fatality gets. Let's switch into Fatality to see where he spawns next time.
He spawned down by rockets, and Stermy nearly landed a railgun. He had to be perfect with it, and he wasn't, unfortunately for him. 12 seconds is almost enough to be able to work out the spawns, and the railgun goes in towards the portal as well. And GG, says Stermy. He just doesn't have enough time, and here you can see the frustration because he's disconned as well, and that is absolutely incredible. Fatality wins by 15-13 and claims the match for himself.
Yep, that was on Stermy's map as well. The second go round, the fat man himself gets the job done with the redo, and I tell you what, he is the fatal one, Red, isn't he?
Well, he certainly proved he was the fatal one in that one. It's Fatality that wins then in 3 maps against Stermy. A surprise result, some would say, but you know what? It's getting better all the time. This is ITG then, signing off for day 1. We'll be back tomorrow with more Quake 4 action. This is Red Eye and DJ Rome, out.